So we want to bring in NBC News political analyst Claire McCaskill. She is a former Democratic senator from Missouri. Claire, good morning. As a Democrat, a lot of this is in your team's court, so to speak, right now. The president said it doesn't matter if it happens in 6 days or 6 weeks, but you know how Washington works. Momentum is everything, and you often need a deadline. With that timeline, are you concerned that nothing gets done here?
I think everybody's feeling a lot of pressure, Peter. And, this really kind of reminds me of when there's maybe the most turbulence in an airplane right before landing. And the captain comes on the microphone and calms everyone down and says, hey, everybody, everything's fine. It's just a little turbulence. That's kind of what Joe Biden did yesterday. He told everybody this is what happens when you have differing opinions on a bill of this size and scope.
Well, you talk about the pressure that everyone feels, but of course you still have progressives and moderates sharply divided and frankly digging in to some extent. So how can they govern, and can the president unify his party to get this done?
I think every Democrat on Capitol Hill knows what's at stake here. It's about the size and the scope, Kristen. It's not about the policies. You know, this is going to be the party that brings paid family leave. And I think that's something important to point out this morning, because we're all happy to see you back. You work for a company that provided you time with your baby, but there are millions of women across this country that don't have the ability to take the leave they need when they have a child or when they have a family illness. That is wildly popular, and it's popular with every Democrat. So it's now about finding the size and scope that will be comfortable for everyone. That's always the hardest part. But as the Congresswoman said, they're legislating. This is what it looks like when you have differences of opinion. And I'm pretty confident they're going to get this across the finish line.
And Senator McCaskill, you know well that the president has had a rough couple of months, from the withdrawal in Afghanistan to recent COVID surge that took place, the border issues that have received a lot of headlines as well. You said that all Democrats know the stakes here, but for the president himself, what is at risk if he isn't able to deliver on his signature policies?
Well, obviously, he's got to get the infrastructure bill across the finish line. It is a bipartisan. We finally would have an infrastructure week in the United States, even though it was talked about for 4 years under the former president. And this other bill is really transformational in terms of changing some of the rules about how families live and work and get health care in this country. So even if it's not as big, even if it's dramatically smaller, it's going to have a big impact, and he needs it. And that's why I think he'll get it done. You know, he knows how the Capitol Hill works, more so than any president since LBJ.
No doubt we'll be talking about this for the next several weeks. Senator McCaskill, always nice to see you. Thanks very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.